Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of the Weekend Hot Podcast. Your man KZL, your man Big Swag on the radio side of the game. Once again, back at
What's
y'all.
up, gang?
Coming into the spring, almost damn near the summer. Yeah, man, what's up?
Shit,
Almost the
man.
summer, almost getting close. A lot of news and things going on. Yeah, a lot of news and things going on. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
You
there
getting
you
a
go.
bad
What's up, Swag? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just been a long time. Change still coming. I'm ready to go.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Shit, we're gonna get into what we usually do is go through the news and chop it up about the news in the community sense, I guess, and a lot of the crazy articles out here and things like that. So we're gonna discuss that. So sit back, relax, and we're gonna get right into it. All right, man. Well, first topic, we're gonna start it off. The first topic, y'all. First thing going on in the media right now is uh right now, they talking about there was an article talking about $1 million wealth gap that now divides white families from black. Now they say and Hispanic families. I don't know why they now, that's a disrespectful thing right there. They always try to, no disrespect to the Hispanics, I'm saying, but they always try to do black and so and I don't know why they do that because the Hispanic community is basically part of the white community, and let's be real, you know what I'm saying, as far as race designation. So that's just another group of people that's gonna add to the wealth gap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I mean, what I'm saying, like I say, no disrespect, but I don't like when they do that. It's like, why do you always have to anchor on another community to our community, for things, even for research and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, like I say,
You
it's
said
not
the
being
buffer
disrespectful.
game.
I'm just saying. Um, yeah, the buffer game. It's like so it's a 1 million wealth gap now divides white families from black. And that's the truth though. If you look at designation, if we talking about the census or anything, they are, you and I both know they are white Hispanics. So you can't attach Hispanic on the black and say, hey, these two communities are affected because Hispanics are basically part of the damn, you know what I'm saying, white or as far as census goes, and maybe in some people's ideologies, um, they can attach themselves, they more so attached to that, to the dominant society community, you know what I'm saying, and not us.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like I said, that's not a disrespect to anyone, but this is just the truth. Um the average, now the article goes on to say the average wealth, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The average wealth gap between white families and black uh and they and Hispanic ones, they say, reached a new high in 2022, topping $1 million in household wealth. So basically, it's a record high. So the average white family has 1.3 million dollars worth of wealth. You always hear millions of dollars worth of whiteness. I got to cite my sources there, brother Tariq, right there. So this is true. Literally, now on the financial side, they're over
Yeah.
1.3 million dollars worth of average wealth of white families, compared to about, it says 227 for Hispanic families. Now that 227,000 basically is added into that 1.3. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, because as we you get what I'm saying, as we know, Hispanic, it's not a race. So they're
Yeah.
gonna, it's gonna be under, like, if you look at, we talking census wise, it's gonna be
It's the
white. Let's be real,
ethnicity.
because there's white Hispanics. Of course, there's black Hispanics too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sammy
But
Sosa them.
I'm you get what I'm saying. But they're grouping it as exactly, and then a lot of those groups don't even identify themselves as black. So you know what I'm
No,
saying. I'm just keeping it real, keeping it. We keeping it 1,000. Some of them say, "Hey, no, I'm not black. I'm Dominican, or I'm not black. I'm Panamanian. I'm not black. I'm." You get what I'm saying? When
Nicaraguan
those
shit.
groups clearly, you see them. Yeah, you can clearly see they got some kind of black in them, but they don't um associate themselves as being black, or um a lot of them, not saying all, because it's not all of them, because there are some that do, acknowledge that side. But um I'm just saying, as a whole, that doesn't, you shouldn't, that shouldn't be a separation. Now listen to us. Now ours is 211,000, so we at the bottom. So so think about that. So the classified, dominant or white society is 1.3 million. The white Hispanic community is 227,000. And then you got the black families with 211,000. This report marks the first time the institute has recorded seven-figure disparity in average wealth for both black and Hispanic. Like I said, they always doing a black and Hispanic. I don't know. So, like I said, I just really think that's a disrespectful thing. You know what I'm saying? Because every group should be able to stand on their own. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to um what's going on in their community. You get what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to
Yeah,
say black and blah blah blah, or they shouldn't have to say Hispanic and, well, let's be keep it real, you don't hear them say it's a Hispanic and black. You don't hear that. The Hispanic and black communities. You don't hear it on television. You don't hear the commercials say, like on their commercials, you don't say this represents the Hispanic and black communities. You don't hear that. You hear this represents the Hispanic community, don't you?
right.
We ain't on, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I mean, just being honest. I mean, we not latched on to what they can get. You get what I'm saying? So when it's something for their group or their community, they get it. We don't get to latch on to it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's something for us,
Yeah.
then you got the end game. It's black and. So just want to point that out.
The
Now it
catch-all
says the
phrase.
median wealth for white families was $284,000 compared. How would you say?
I said the catch-all phrase.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, man, what do you think about that? What do you think about this is a historic disparity. They said there's never been seven-figure disparity in average wealth. Um, so average black family is 211,000, and then average white family is 1 point. Let me see. Let me add, I gotta add these up because I'm not gonna separate
Hey, I
them.
know this much. I ain't trying to price myself
Hispanic
out the
and
conversation.
let me add this up real quick. And so I can right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I ain't making neither number. So I mean, and I got a two grown up household, income household.
So as a whole, if we take the white Hispanic and the white or the dominant society or white community, that 1.3 and that 227, that's 1.5 million dollars in compared to our 211,000. So that just shows the need for, like I say, the reparations push too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you got that's not by coincidence. There's $1 million gap.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
Because there
what,
was
man.
severe.
Hey, I
Because
ain't gonna hold you. I would be perfectly happy with that 212. You give me that, and we got something to work with. But yeah, I still need my check.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, $212,000 check per person. That, I mean, that could be a start. That's a nice start.
Oh no, I was just talking about the
You know what I'm saying?
income. I'm just not there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, well, I'm talking about the reparations. So if that
Oh
can start at
no, man.
211,
Oh no, we gonna need
that'll
more than
work.
that. What are you talking about?
You say at least a half. We need a half a million right there.
I was thinking
Or
more
like I
like the
say, you know
seven
what?
fish game.
You know what? I like the idea of the yearly stipend too. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lump amount, right? Paid out in, we get, 100,000 a year, or you get 150,000 a year for the next 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You get 150 a year for the next 50 years. They could do it like that. They could slow roast mine. I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean,
The
so
catch to
because I
that,
could
the
I could
catch to
deal with
that though,
150 a year for the next 10 years
hey, but
and just stack that up.
the catch to that is
Uh huh.
that they're gonna be able to keep you from keeping that being passed on down through the generation. I just take mine all at once and trust the process.
Right. That's another. Right, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's a good angle. Definitely, I feel you on the lump sum side of the game. So if they
I'm
could
just
just pay
saying.
you a million, or what's a good number for you? At least half. I say at least half. I mean,
No,
six. No, no, maybe eight hundred
750
thousand
sounds good.
at the least. 750. Yeah, no, that does sound good. 750,000.
Yep.
So
You give me
that definitely
750,
would
I'll bequeath
help
that
the
to my
gap.
kids, what I don't spend, and then try to build in the meantime. I'm telling you. Get some generational wealth going, 2 or 3 generations, you really start to see the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely why we got to stay on that reparations push. The rally for reparations in Washington D.C. They're doing it again. I want to say that's in June. It's going to be in June. Forgive me if I, got the dates wrong, but you can look it up. Rallyforreparations.com. Go to the website. Big
Yeah,
shout
I think
out
it's
to the
gonna be
homie
Juneteenth
Tariq.
weekend, something like that.
And yeah, Juneteenth weekend. Juneteenth weekend. That's something to get involved with. Make sure you show up and be around other like-minded folks, and push for reparations like we should be doing. So my salute to the brothers and sisters going to the rally. If you're not going to the rally, you can contribute on that website as well, and buy a T-shirt or something like that if you need to. Um,
Right.
but moving right along, moving
Support.
right along. We got to, yeah, always support. Definitely support that movement, and because we got to do it for the ancestors, our lineage, man. We are the lineage of the freedmen and the foundation of Black Americans here in this country. So we got to keep that going. As you see, they try to erase a lot of what we have done and accomplished. So yeah, we have to keep going and make sure history is exposed and shown, and the young ones can see the great side of the lineage, instead of always seeing the underbelly of our lineage. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you
They
say
can
the
see the
Waffle
great
House
side, the
side of the
excellence of it.
game.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The sexy red underbelly side of the game, the Waffle House, you know, you know, the
Popeye,
disparaging,
Popeye,
you know,
Lobby.
clickbait. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. But moving right along, because we greater than that. We know that. But check this out now. This is interesting. This is interesting. Since we were just talking about reparations and money, and said now these folks here, they're in a town in Louisiana, and they after years of complaining and whining, um, and trying to run us out, they've annexed themselves from the black people in that part of the town. So through a court ruling, now listen to this. Now people, talking about racism died a long time ago. This shit going on now, man. It's still in the courts. Listen to this. Wealthy white Louisiana residents win right to form their own city and split from poor black neighborhoods in landmark court ruling after a 10-year battle. So St. George will have 86,000 residents across a 60 square mile area. Critics of the new city say the plan is racist and will create a white enclave, which that's what they want to do anyway. Baton Rouge residents fear a move will be economically devastating for the city. Wealthy white Baton Rouge residents have won a long court battle to split from poor neighborhoods and form their own city and plans for better schools and less crime. Louisiana Supreme Court ruled on Friday that the new city of St. George could move forward with incorporation, splitting off from the rest of Baton Rouge. So St. George will have 86,000 residents across a 60 square mile area in the southeast Baton Rouge parish and will have its own mayor and city council. Man, what do you think about that?
They tried to do that here with a boy.
Oh, I forgot about a boy. I forgot about
Yeah,
a
man.
boy.
Yeah, they tried to annex themselves off. They
Yeah,
tried
they
to get
trying
their
to.
own water set up, everything.
Damn.
They
So
tried
yeah,
it.
they want they trying to take it back to they.
Take it back
Yeah,
to
it's funny.
Levittown.
You know what? That's crazy thing. Let's see what the thing is I don't think we our people have ever cared if they got away from us. It's just the thing is the funny part is when we get away from them, they seem to always come to where we at. You get what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
times, if they have an enclave or something like that, if they got a white enclave, a lot of the times, if we're in that white enclave in that area, a lot of the times either we a lot of us have businesses and either we doing business out there or we don't really want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like that's just something we say, like, oh, don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know what to expect in the area, a white enclave area, because the police go, you're gonna see the blueberries, you know what I'm saying, pulling you over. You're gonna, for no reason, you're gonna see people looking at you crazy, or if it's anything, if they just like with our brother who got killed, Ahmad Arbery, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was running through, you know what I'm saying, looking at he was just running through. Remember, he was a student of carpentry and stuff,
He,
so he was
yeah, he was
looking
out
at
of
the
bounds, is
how they
what
was building
happened.
a house, and yeah, they didn't want you see what I'm saying. So that they make these kind of a lot of these people, not all, a lot of those people from the Diamond Society want these white enclaves so they can enforce um they can have those little good old boy police militias, and they can enforce stop and frisk type laws on you, or the good old boy laws, you know what I'm saying, like he's the head of look, they go get their own mayor and city council, so he could be the chief of police there, and his wife is
Right.
the head of the city council. You get what I'm saying? It's just like they tried to do with Arbery, because remember when they killed Arbery, remember he was friends with the supposed to be the prosecutor, and remember that's what held everything up. That's why her ass got charged too. So they want to set up these little kind of enclaves and stuff so that they can inflict their own type of justice, so on unsuspecting, because they always target either children. Generally, they try to try it on women and the kids. So your lady could be driving through that town, get a flat tire, and then next thing you know, she try to fix the flat tire, and then they, oh, what you doing around here, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, this don't surprise me at all, like you said. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Let us know in the comments, what do you think, guys, think about this
Hit the
uh
buttons, friend.
this all white city of 86,000, all white everything. They just walk around bumping all white everything, all white. You know what I'm saying? So you go you gonna stick out. You gonna stick out when you go. Like if you ride through there, you probably gonna stick out. So just I would say the brothers in Louisiana, be careful out there, because this is one of those shit. This is one of them sundown towns. That shit ain't over. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And they progressed pretty well in the project here for a boy. But then, like when it came to subcontracting the water purity supply, and I think because I know they got their own school district, but yeah, it just lost steam because they ended up coming with they ended up coming um with somebody to subcontract the clean water from the city. It was called Aqua something or other. I don't remember exactly right now. And they got that far, but it
Mm,
just it never totally made the connection. I think they wanted some dependence on the city, but they couldn't do it.
mhm. Yeah, and that's crazy. See, they want to separate themselves from the poor side. Shit, y'all the reason the side is poor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, think about um, over generations, y'all the reason why the black side of town it is what it is. Because of what y'all was doing, what your great grandfathers and your great great grandfathers was doing. So,
Right.
it's like, psh, once again, like I say, when we separate ourselves and make something successful like Tulsa, they come in and bomb it. They come in and want to do something to it, or if we do something successful, okay, all right, well, y'all can go over there. Now watch what's gonna happen. It'll be funny if the side of town, the black side of town, they just separated themselves from. Now, mind you, this is the government by the local government. Side, a bunch of investors and developers, and kind of built it up and it got successful and popping. How much you want to bet they'll try to annex back on to latch back on to, like, what if
Well, hey
you
man,
know what I'm
hey, I'm
saying? Like,
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Besides schools, there's little like enclaves of like Southern Asian communities here on the South Side that have their own church now.
mhm.
They're really stepping it along, man. But that's the
Well,
construct.
50 Cent already opened up G Unit Films in Shreveport, Louisiana. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard
So
about
what
that.
if
I heard
somebody
about
like 50, what if somebody like 50 come down to Baton Rouge, or Boosie, he's from Baton Rouge, and put something there, and built that side of town. Okay, y'all walled us off. Y'all don't want to be you want to be annexed off from us. So now this side of town all of a sudden starts booming and get the black side starts booming and get successful. I'm telling you, I guarantee they're gonna be like, oh well, we should annex back. We
that.
should
Yeah, they gonna
annex
be
back on to
out there with their prospective scopes.
right. Yeah, look, gentrifying shit, trying to gentrify that motherfucker.
Is
But
it kind of Jamba
moving
Juice
right along,
here?
y'all. Hell yeah. Gonna hot yoga. Gonna put a hot yoga out here
Not the hot yoga.
in the jumbo juice.
Or Smoothie King here.
Smoothie King. I think I think I think I can't even get it. I think a Longhorn Steakhouse would be great right here.
Hey, Trader Joe's here now. They coming.
Trader Joe's. Hell yeah. You start seeing shit like that. Yeah, man. Moving right along, man. We're gonna take a swing over onto the entertainment side. Your boy is in the news. Um, Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas, because now allegedly he bought his, I guess his wife, or who was his wife, a
His damn
$400,000
fiance.
engagement ring. He proposed his then fiance. Thank you. And said, hey, propose 400K, put it on the finger. Then it was said allegedly 8 days later she broke up with his ass. And then skated off with the ring to the pawn shop, Maine, and he got back here good with her, and played the fool for a little bit. Did got his acting skills together. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
got his Denzel action squad. I'm back, baby. I'm back. And
See, I got a
he
whole
switched
nother
the
thing going.
switched right. He switched the ring, the $400,000 ring for a $10,000 fake
Hey, he the
ring,
one with the Raiders of Lost
a
Ark.
replica of the ring that he bought her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did the old switcheroo. Put the skull, put a rock in there. I got the skull. I got to put a rock there instead of so the weight don't come down and smash. The old quick switcheroo game and shit. Yeah, Raiders, Indiana Jones
One,
side
two,
of the
switch the
game.
roof.
Yeah. Uh, Let me put this swap meet rock right here and
There we
switch it
go.
with the.
And say, get
Let
some
me switch the
zirconia
swap
going.
meet rock.
Oh, yeah.
Cubic zirconian. Cubic zirconian. Moissanite. Moissanite. Little Moissanite. We'll make it all right. Yeah, so yeah, he did the old switch. He did the old switcheroo. He did the poor man's like shit. He had the bubblegum machine game. Remember when you guys get the jewelry out the bubblegum machine? Click, 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 got the bubble, boop, put this back on the finger. But yeah, so, but he's been going down in infamy for that. But also, flip side of that is she had took him to court for that and sued him for that, and she actually lost. So he won. He
Yeah.
won. He
Talk,
pulled off
talk
one of the
one up for
biggest.
the
This
men,
nigga
please.
did some looping shit. This nigga, this nigga did some looping shit. Right? He did some looping. He did an American loop. The great musician looping.
Hooping.
And then, hooping, yeah, hooping. I'm, I'm the great musician hooping, hooping. Hell yeah, man. He pulled up, man. That
You
nigga
talking,
did
you talking about
he
some
did it.
some covert
He did dead
operations.
presidents in that
Every night she used to
covert
call me, he
eye.
used to stare at that ring. Every night he said, I'm gonna get you one of these days.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. So what's your thoughts on it, Swag? What's your thoughts on him going covert? Like he said just faking it till he made, I guess,
Yeah,
he was
man,
faking it like a mug. He just saying all the
in
right
Point Break,
things. Get back up.
in Point Break, where they take to act as if that is truly what that young man did, and I give him kudos. I love it. Hey, but that's what you got to do, man. You gotta take your L's. You gotta take your L's, but at the end, it's gonna be a brighter day. I bet he did. I bet he did
Yeah.
like
Now the
underdog
thing
and
is, I think he
get down on the
has.
rock.
He got a he opened up his appeal in there and stuff. He popping it like underdog. Hell no, that's crazy. Now I think what I think he got kids though with her. I think the argument on social media streets is that why would he do that? I guess he got kids with her, and it's very diabolical what he did. They dated over a decade from 2002 to
And he did so
2014.
well when he got back that
Rings
they
for
ended
poster
up getting married,
basketball
but he
wives,
still
LA
snuck out the
alumni,
ring.
and yeah, yeah, man. Massive diamond encrusted ring had a reported valuation of 1 million. He bought it for 400,000. Um, so the file, it said he forcibly took the ring after the breakup. That's what she was suing for, but she lost. I guess he admitted in a 2011 breakup he had a fake version of the ring made. When they reconnected and began playing house, he kept the thought of switching out the bling, which he claimed actually cost 400,000 in the back of his mind. So he when the romance soured, he did just that. He claimed he switched out the ring. he only realized that the ring she possessed was not the one he initially gave to her once they were locked into a so he got that ring back and sold that mug, man.
Yeah, I mean, he went back and he did so well, but he stayed with the mission. He stayed with the mission. He kept the mission in focus. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? My thoughts is I think it's comical as hell, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for her. Only reason I don't feel bad, I ain't mad at him for doing that because in the kind of game he's in as far as relationships go, he's in the cutthroat game. He's in the, we talk about, well, Brother Zoe, I gotta cite my sources. Brother Zoe talk about transactional relationships.
Yep.
And he, got that from somebody, I can't remember who, but um he's in the super transactional relationship pool because he's a multimillionaire, ex-athlete, and you already know what type of NBA All-Star weekend females that they attract. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know the game, man. Keep it real. Let's keep it at that. You already know the game. So, with that being said, like, I don't feel like you. I don't feel like this is a day type of woman. You know what I'm saying? This is a woman in the game, or in the game, in the
Yeah.
streets, in the game, like that.
Yep.
So,
And when it comes to being
big
like in
bank
a
take little bank.
transactional
You know what I'm
relationship,
saying?
yep. Yeah, man. Like you pick your wins and losses, and with him being an NBA player, they got planned losses on this schedule, and so he just take the L's where he has to take them to get the ultimate win.
I mean, yeah, man. When you are, when you choosing to deal with um the McDonald's of millionaire females, that's you know what
Mm.
you're gonna get when you dealing with them. What did Cat Williams say in the interview? They all light skinned and they all look the same. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying? They
she
all
do
got the
fit the
same body.
mold,
They
don't
all light
she?
skinned. They
She
all look the
do fit
same.
the mold.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Remember what I'm
Yeah,
just saying? A lot of people
cookie
said
cutter.
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is cookie
even
cutter. I'm telling you.
um cookie cutter game, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when you dealing with that type of female, I think all is fair in love and war with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was dealing with, now we talking about regular people, regular norm, you know what I'm saying, regular, like a regular female, then I'd be like, oh, that's foul, you know what I'm saying? Because she's probably a good woman, she probably cool. But when you're dealing with these, man, no telling what kind of man, no telling what kind of setup stuff that has been done. Not saying she did it allegedly or nothing. Where's my bat signal? Not saying she did anything allegedly,
Oh yeah,
but I'm
put
just
it up,
saying, I'm
put
talking
it
about
up.
in
Put it
general.
up, put it up.
Um, uh, in general,
Put
uh,
'em up.
we talking about
Yeah.
we talking about in general. We talking about like like just even with even though like you said, I hate to bring up Diddy, but even with Diddy, with Cassie, females like Cassie, like of course, of course she can be a victim of she could have possibly been a victim. We don't know because she got paid off, and I don't know the details, but I'm saying she could have possibly been a victim. But at the same time, Puff Daddy, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
reason
Another transactional
that when you become a
situation.
millionaire, or put it this way, it's the reason when a single man become millionaire, you surrounded by a lot of Hollywood type females and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So they're not there by accident. They're not there because they like your personality or they think you look good. You know what I'm saying? They're there because of your status and your power financially. You know what I'm saying? Um, So when I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that like when you were put it this way, when you're a female, like when you one of them Hollywood type chicks, you know what you're doing, man. Like, come on, man. You know
Yeah, you get yourself in a
the
position.
average pretty girl at a high school know what she doing. You can use, you know what I'm saying? Some people are able to use their looks to get to certain things or around certain people or certain, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yep.
I mean, it's like a superpower. Everybody got talents and superpowers. That just happen to be some people hit the lottery and be, they
He
born a
said
certain
certain
way and they,
skill sets.
um, right. I'm just saying, some people just got it like that. Just like some people, shoot, life can change in a blink of an eye, and you could be a multimillionaire tomorrow. And I guarantee you, what I'm saying, there's gonna be different type of like when you walk in the bank, they're gonna treat you a lot different than they did when you was just coming in there getting a money order or some shit like that. They when you come to the
Yeah,
bank
man.
and you got 500 million in that motherfucker, they gonna they gonna treat you they're gonna treat you a lot
Just
different
like
when
the
you
big
roll up in
shark in
there,
the
you know what I'm saying,
ocean,
because
it's
of the
gonna be some
status.
latchers on too, boy.
Um, there you go. There you go. So yeah, with this, I don't feel I feel it's a victory. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say victory. I'm just saying, well, I feel good that he ain't had to come out of nothing. I'm glad he won his case. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad he won his
Yeah,
case, man, because first of all, I don't know why you would give her I don't know why you would give somebody that's in that move, that's that type of female, a $400,000 ring. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you just
because I
setting yourself up.
guarantee,
Like you just
I
it's like
guarantee you,
this. You
she
like
used
just
to be
putting
somebody
like,
else's work.
let me exactly. It's like you like throwing blood sausage all over yourself and throwing yourself in a lion's den and shit. Let me wrap myself in sausage blood sausage and walk in this lion's den. And they won't eat
Yeah,
me. I don't think they'll eat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. four
yeah,
hundred
I'm pretty
thousand
sure
dollar ring.
ego
I
was
mean,
involved.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Yeah, that's that. Let's talk about it. Yeah, that's a little. That's some ego too on his part. That's some male ego. Like that's some flex shit. Like I bought her a $400,000 ring. Ain't no man that gonna go do that for ya.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying? Like,
when it comes to
but
like he's gonna have the ultimate egg in his face, he
I
slipped
bought
into
you
a
a
Coke
house on
note.
you. You got a house on your finger.
Hell yeah, shit,
Yeah.
that's half of the wealth
I
gap,
mean,
ain't
I just think some things should, you know, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I say I just think some things should have limits, even if you are in a state where you can do things like that. Let's say if you're on a financial, financially you can do things like that. Like a $400,000 ring is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Um, you should still have limits for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you can do that, you should still have some type of guidelines, and you know what I'm saying. Now, if this has been your woman down for like four flats in a Cadillac, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking, she didn't
it?
held it down. You was broke. You didn't even have a job. She done held you. You know what I'm saying? She been holding you down all these years. Been faithful to
He's been
you.
holding you up.
Raising the kids. Uh, holding you, man, holding you up in the air. You know what I'm saying? She been holding you. Then that's somebody to splurge on. You know what I'm saying? Like, or your mother or something like that. But that's
Yeah.
somebody to splurge on like that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate, all the times, I wasn't shit and she held me down. Boom. That's cool. That ain't nothing wrong with that, man. If that's your wife, you know what I'm saying? Or that's your wife. That's like this the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's some babe you done met at all NBA All Star Weekend, she came to a game. You met her at the game. You put up 20, and you got the bitch number. Then I put up 35 tonight. Oh, I got a number. When I was going to the tunnel and shit, going to the locker room. That ain't the one, man. That ain't the one to be uh putting a house on her finger, so that's a house, 400,000. That's a house. That ain't the one to
Hell
be doing that.
yeah,
If you met her, you was out at the club. Look, if you was out at the club and the girls with the champagne sprinkler bottles came and you got
oh,
her
not the
number, that
shot
ain't the
girls.
one. That ain't no, that ain't the one, man. Not not the sparkler girls. No, not them either, man. Like you gotta for that type of what I'm saying, for that type of trust, you have to be down. She got to be your one. She got to be that's your woman. Like man, what I'm saying? Not like, oh man, guess where you meet her at? Oh man, shoot, I was leaving the practice facility. I was driving my Lamborghini and I had pulled over and I seen her. Like, no, that ain't the one, dog. You flexed on her. Of course she gonna give you the number.
Hell yeah.
She was like, "Ooh, I see meat. It's time to eat." You know what I'm saying? Like, but
She
moving
a
right along,
shark.
y'all, man. Leave something in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she look
man.
a lot
Blood in the
better than
water. They can
Mariah
smell it.
Mills.
You know
I'll
what I'm
tell you that
saying?
much.
Um. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Moving right along, y'all. Oh, another interesting case, man. Actually, this is an update. I don't know if y'all remember. The brother who remember the brother in Missouri. He was in Missouri. I think he went to go visit his little girlfriend, but I think his little girlfriend was a little white girl. And remember they said that he killed himself, but the little girl's father was a no. He was like a known racist, and had all kind of Confederate stuff in his crib, and stuff like that. A Missouri court has ruled that basically he killed himself when they were saying there was no possible way he could have killed himself. So they're saying that he went over his girl. Listen to this. Now this sounds crazy. He went over his girlfriend's house and killed himself. Now that just doesn't even seem logical when her dad is a known racist.
Yeah,
And I'm sure he probably didn't care that his uh his daughter was dating a black dude. You know what I'm saying? You already know that.
you know,
And once again,
not
like
as
man, we
precious,
were
baby
saying
girl.
everybody hey, what we say systemic right there, man. Systemic racism still, man, because these courts is ruling on this stuff, man. These
Yep.
courts is ruling, these local courts is ruling on this stuff. And there's no way uh there's no way this kid could have killed himself. I remember that we covered the story way back when it first broke. And they were saying that I guess from the angles or whatever, allegedly he
Yeah.
couldn't, he wouldn't be able to shoot
It's
himself. And
physically
then two,
impossible.
why would
Yeah.
he go to his girlfriend's house? Why would he even go to her house to commit suicide, like in her attic? Like or something like I think he died. And remember, he was a football player. Of course, you can
Mhm.
see from the picture. So they're saying that he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound inside a rural Missouri home, not the hands of the white homeowner who had a history of racist social media postings. An FBI official told the Associated Press. A federal investigation was concluded that a young black man died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound inside a rural Missouri home, not at the hands of once again the white homeowner who had a history of racist social media postings. Durante, excuse me, Durante Martin, 19, was at a prom party on April 25th, 21, when he died in an attic closet. The
So,
death was
what's the
initially ruled
update
a
to the story?
suicide. The update is that they concluded that he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound because they hadn't
Oh, so
ruled
it's
on
just
it.
more the
They
same.
was,
Who almost cussed?
yeah, just try to sweep it under the rug. So
Dang.
now remember. So initially they tried to rule it a suicide, but relatives of Martin and others questioned that finding, and a jury at a coroner's request later ruled that Martin died by violence, prompting the FBI investigation. Chris Crocker, acting special agent in charge of the FBI St. Louis division, said an extensive investigation concluded that this was a self-inflicted gunshot wound, not a homicide or a hate crime. Relatives were informed of the finding in December. Messages were left with Martin's mother, Erica Lotz, and his grandmother, Kimberly Lotz. The Reverend Darrell Gray, a St. Louis racial injustice activist who has counseled the family, said relatives are still struggling with Martin's death. Martin was originally from St. Louis, but his family moved to Park Hills, a town of 8,500 residents, about 60 miles southwest of St. Louis, when he was a child. And the area, though that area of Missouri is about 95% white, Martin was popular and happy, Eric Lott said. He was a star defensive tackle, earned a scholarship to a small out of state college. He graduated from high school in 2020. He needed to bring up his entrance exam score before he went to college. Then he relocated back to St. Louis uh, and was living with his mom. On the night of April 24, 2021, Martin was back at the Park Hills area. He attended the prom party of a young woman, a friend of the homeowner. So the home was owned by a man who, in Facebook postings, mocked foreign accents, defended the Confederate flag, posted a meme showing a hand flipping the finger. It read, "Here's my apology for being white," because this man is not charged with the crime. Associated Press is not naming him. Also, now they not naming him no more. So I said deputies were called to the home at 3:01 a.m. They found Martin in the attic dead. Initial autopsy indicated the man died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and they investigated. So it said about 100 racial injustice activists marched. Yeah, it said the Missouri KKK leader. Wait. Gray at the time, counter protesters counter protesters tossed two nooses at protesters, yelled racial slurs. The area of Missouri was home to Frank Ancona, a Missouri Ku Klux Klan leader shot to death by his wife in 2017. Okay, so yeah, basically more of the same, man. They found a way to sweep this under the rug. So the FBI is saying that it was self-inflicted. Me personally, I don't think so. But what are your thoughts on it?
He had that protection on him, that billion game. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm
of
talking about?
course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. $1 million worth of whiteness. Hell yeah. I mean, now let's just flip this scenario for a second. Let this had everything the same, defensive tackle. Let this had been a little white boy. He's dating a black little sister, right? And let's say he went to the prom party, majority, black kids, and they found this little white boy at the house let's say the little black girl's father, he didn't really care for white folks like that. And
Had some
he
questionable
showed on
YouTube
or
videos.
not that he didn't care for white folks, but let's say he stood up for well, no, let's say he just stood up for like reparations, or he felt like, like, hey, he stood up for justice and things like that. Because he didn't,
Yeah.
we don't even have to do a lot to be pressed. But let's say he was just standing up for justice. He had a lot of social media postings that, good for reparations, bringing injustice to light and things like that. So let's say he did that. Man, do you know that man would have been arrested? It wouldn't even been. See, that
Oh,
homeowner would have went to jail. They would,
it'd
you know
have
what they
been
would have
Nate
said. He
climbing the
he
street.
has social media postings about. Exactly. It's a double standard. If that was a little blonde hair, blue eyed, white defensive tackle who had a little scholarship like him,
But he went to damn
dude,
Quisha
come on now.
prom.
Shit, matter of fact, the little girl would have got arrested too. Look, am I right or wrong? I said the little girl would have got arrested too. They would have said she was an accomplice or something like that.
And they done hung him in
She
town
lured him. They
square,
would have said
man.
she lured him. So yeah, man. So I just hate to give y'all that sad news and update on brother Durante
Man,
Martin. Rest in peace, young brother. And
yeah, rest in peace, man.
I
Thoughts and
still don't
prayers to the
believe.
family.
I just don't. Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to the family, man. I just don't see this young man going to a prom party and shooting himself in an attic. Like
No,
I mean,
I
it's
wouldn't
hard
even
for me
see
to
him going
logically
to
come
the
up.
attic.
Like I'm
I
not
wouldn't
saying
even
that
see
he.
him going to the attic. You know.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like even if he was put it this way, even if he was uh, mentally distraught like that, and his mental disposition was weak to the point where he wanted to end his life. I don't think he was gonna do it at a prom party in an attic. I just don't see nobody. I just don't. Usually people want to be away from people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Well, I don't know what you. I mean, just from what I've heard and seen, usually people want to get. You want to get away from people. You want to, or you start giving people things like, "Here, man, I don't need this no more," or you start
Yeah,
being more of a hermit. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
not gonna say, "Hey,
You
yeah,
either
I'm gonna go to a
withdraw or you
party."
say your goodbyes and
You
make
know what I'm
amends
saying?
and all that good stuff.
Right. Right. I don't see you go. I don't see you saying, "Well, you know what? Shit, they at the party. I'm gonna go there and end it all." Now, I can see you doing it if you had something against somebody at the party. Let's say they always bully. Oh, I'm gonna go out with a bang, or I'm gonna make a statement on my way out. Like I can see you doing that, but it wasn't even that type of. He didn't even have that type of energy. He was just trying to kick it with his little girlfriend. So, um, and see that the funny part, they left that out of the story too. You notice that they just said he went to a party. They're not talking about how he was dating the homeowner's daughter. They just totally omitted that out of the story. Only reason I know that is because when we first covered the story, that was like the main thing is that
Yep.
he was dating. That we were saying maybe that's why he probably the dude killed him. We were thinking the homeowner killed him because he was dating his daughter. But see now in the resurface, they don't even mention it. They don't even talk about it. Nowhere in
Shit,
this article did they even talk
redacted
about
information.
or mention that he had a relationship with the homeowner's daughter. Exactly, man. Exactly. They not mention it because it's like why would he be? They try to make it seem like oh he was just at a random prom party house party, and the homeowner just happened to not like black people. No, he was dating the damn homeowner's daughter. So that's why. But neither here nor there. Moving right along. Leave your comments and thoughts below. We will appreciate that. And the sisters, this is one for the sisters out there, man. I'm gonna end it on this one. Uh Sisters, there is makeup brand criticized for creating a deep black shade following backlash. So I guess it was a makeup company called they sell it Ulta Beauty. It's called let me see, what is it? Youthforia. They faced backlash after some black beauty creators said that the new dark shade was reminiscent of blackface paint. They had gotten in trouble earlier because I guess they didn't have enough shades, for I guess their makeup audience. You know what I'm saying? They didn't for the black makeup audience. They didn't have enough. So they went back in the lab and said, you know what? Since they complaining about we don't have no black makeup, we just go with blackface paint. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give it to you dark as we can give it to you, and y'all go with that. So
He's on the sit side
that's
of the
what
game.
happened. So basically, right. So since they said, "Oh, since y'all saying we not being inclusive, let's be real inclusive. We just gonna give you molten lava, soot." You know what I'm saying? So now they facing a lot of backlash. Um, and a lot of I guess people are boycotting their products and things like that. So what are your thoughts on that, man? You see what she got the stuff on the picture as you see the sister there in the picture. That's their product, that
Yeah,
black.
so, okay, so you want black makeup? We'll
That
give
ain't
you
her
black
skin
makeup.
discoloration. That's the makeup.
That's Crayola black. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Man. I mean, that
What?
almost looks like blackface.
Yeah, that's what they saying. But see, my thoughts is this. I think maybe these are just non FBA sisters using these products because a lot of FBA sisters, when it comes to makeup, they kind of tend to use products that are, you know, from made by brothers and sisters, or I guess products that from companies who have a history of making, makeup that they can use. So, yeah,
You said you
that's what I
quit
say.
calling
My
the
thoughts is
hairline
that,
in the
make
question.
sure we have more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is like, this is some kind of. I mean, this feels a little non FBA ish. Not denigrating anybody, nothing like that. I'm just saying, this feels a little non FBA ish because, um, as many, you know what, if you, I mean, I watched a couple episodes of Love and Hip Hop, and like most of the women on there got their own makeup brand lines. You know what I'm saying? That's like the hustle now for the ladies is
Yeah.
I got my own makeup line. So I don't think the FBA sisters or is like you know going to the other like these dominant society coming companies and begging them, oh please make some makeup for us. No, they already making makeup for us. There's
Yeah.
already some FUBU makeup out there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some forest bias and shit for the they already got they, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
boo
So
foo.
yeah, man. Right, Bufu. Yeah. It's I mean, so the foundation, it says literally only has pure black pigment. So anyone who has ever taken an art class will tell you that black is terrible pigment and to mix with because it makes things gray and muddy. So yeah, most of these people that I'm seeing on here don't look like they, FBA brothers and sisters. So, this is a thing for the diaspora brothers and sisters. I believe you should look into buying some products from the brothers FBA sisters over here. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what look good. If you look at our stars like the Beyonces, and I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I'm just saying if you look at our stars who had themselves together looking decent, Sierra, Beyonce, Maya, all them type of little singer
Kelly
females,
Rowland,
you know what I'm
them,
saying? They
yeah.
usually had their stuff together, and a lot of them, get products from other sisters. And so I would say go that route. But moving right along, y'all, moving right along. Another thing I wanted to talk about before we get out of here, because we kind of reaching our limit here. Um, there was a brother out there trying to. He's a landscaper, and he was out there with his son trying to show him how to make some money and just passing on the skills and the knowledge to his young son, 4 years old at that, 4 year old young guy, little boy. So he was out there trying to show his son how you get the money, how you getting the money and everything. And you want to do those type of things to pass on to your children, especially if you have your own business.
Yeah,
So
that's
get
what
them in
he
the
said.
game early. You know what I'm
Trademark.
saying? Don't spare them. They 4 years old. Bring your ass out here. Come on. Let me show you. Let me show you doing out here. So by the time 10 years from now, when he's 14, he gonna be running it. You gonna be like, you gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
at
the
his
family
store like, damn,
business,
that little boy know
family
how to do
trade.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was out there, and check this out. This actually linked to that story I was telling you about the white enclave that annexed themselves. Now he went out there to a white enclave to do his landscaping business, and I guess when he was out there, one of the older residents pulled a rifle on him and his son, pulled a gun on both of them, a rifle at that, because he said that the last time he came, I guess he left some lawn clippings on his I guess his sidewalk or something like that. So he pulled a gun on him and a 4 year old. So that just, I mean, right there, you just see how despicable some of these folks is out here. pulling a gun on a little 4-year-old kid. Uh, but yeah, the brother was out there trying to, show his son what the business was,
Hmm.
and you had this gentleman here. Where is this picture at? Yeah, this person here come along and pull a gun on him.
Charles Manson.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that would look like cancer. If it was an embodiment of what he looked like, that would be it right there, his ass. So yeah, man. What are your thoughts on like look, even when we get a business, like you said, look, sometimes brother just out there, look, he out there trying to just do his business, ain't harming nobody, and then boom, you get a gun pulled on you. You get a rifle pulled on you.
Just remember it's two sides to America's dream. You got the American dream of a man out there busting tails, showing his son the family trade, and then the rest of the American dream is when stuff like this happens.
Yeah. Yeah, uh the guy's name is Mark Dennis Grabowski. He says he's facing 5 years in prison for taking the law into his own hands. So they gonna probably I'm glad they should give him 5 years for that. You know what I'm saying? Should give him 10, but five would do for pulling the gun on some innocent
Yeah,
people.
he
Breon
ain't
Woods
smoking.
told Click on Detroit that yeah, the brother's name was Breon Woods, and he brought his 4-year-old son along on a yard work job at home in Dearborn Heights on Saturday, one of them enclaves. When he saw Mark Dennis Grabowski, who owns a neighboring home, aiming a rifle at them, he said, "As I'm showing my son how to use the blower, like we're coming from the backyard into the front, and I just look to the left, he got the rifle pointed right at me and my son." Woods, 31, explained. He said last year we left stuff on his driveway, and this year we're not gonna do it. So he said this year I'm not taking it. You left grass clippings on my side. But when local police were notified, Grabowski 63 barricaded himself in his home during a standoff that lasted more than 4 hours. Grabowski Grzybowski ultimately emerged from the home and was arrested. On Monday, he was formally arraigned and charged in Wayne County Prosecutor's Office with carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, account of using a pneumatic gun. $50,000 was set. Uh, if Grzybowski's bond is paid, he'll have to wear a GPS monitor. Amazingly, Grabowski did not pull the trigger, and Woods and his son were not physically harmed from the ordeal. Now, this article goes on to say the white vigilanteism is thriving. Other black people who have found themselves in similar situations being approached by white vigilantes with homicidal intentions were not as fortunate as Woods and his son. In March, 81-year-old William Brock was charged with felony murder of a black woman Uber driver after he
Yeah.
shot and killed Lolita Hall, who was a victim of the same scam called Brock and it been scammed. So yeah. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? I'm glad his ass about to hope he get his 5 years. Shit, he
I
need
know,
to.
looking dude.
Yeah, Vincent Price ass looking one. Yeah. So yeah, he needs to go ahead and get them 5 years, man. Go ahead, do that time.
Hey man, brother
Because
Dion
think
is
about it.
lucky to be
He
alive,
could have
man. I'm
blew he could have
telling
blew
you.
them away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, him and his son, they lucky, man. For real.
maybe he
Hmm.
probably had a nasty 20 off
I
six
mean,
pointer right at him.
right. So he's showing his uh son how to use the blower, the leaf blower, and he got the real. Hey, that's why the power tools, like say um TBA always say make sure you have, or Professor Black Truth always says make sure you got them power tools. But damn, man, dude just out there showing his kid how to use a leaf blower, and you get a damn gun pointed at your ass. Talking about
He said,
last year, we
you
left
talking
some.
about no good deed, right?
Right. Yeah. Another interesting case. Another. I hate to throw you all the bad news on you or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
but
let me
we
give
had
you
another. It was
a
another.
little doom and gloom on the way out. Hey, press like and subscribe, fam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely push like and subscribe. Definitely. It's a couple, man. I wanted to cover this story. I don't know if I find it. If I don't find it, then it was another story I wanted to cover. We'll go with this one though. There was a teacher um, who told a student. This was in North Carolina. There was a teacher who this this cat right here who basically he told this student, I will haunt your family for the rest of your life after allegedly threatening the student who recorded him using the N word. So, a North Carolina mother wants a middle school teacher to be terminated after he allegedly used a racial slur and threatened her 13-year-old daughter. Remember what I said. They always mess with go after the kids and the women, right? They'll
Hmm.
go always go after the weak targets. According
Yeah,
according to CBS, the April 16th incident occurred at Archer Lodge Middle School. After Whitney Dean's daughter recorded the incident, Dean told the news outlet that the teacher's alleged threats have made her fear for her daughter's safety. He said, "I dare you, I dare you to get me fired." A man is heard saying in the video that Dean's daughter recorded, "If she got me fired over saying that word, and I'm out of this school after 16 years, I will haunt your family for the rest of your life. You never know I was around, but I be doing stuff to make your life miserable all your life," the man is heard saying. Dean said the science teacher, identified as Michael Melcore, decided to use the N word in class. Other things happened prior to that with the students, but I feel it's irrelevant because he's an adult in the situation, she added. Hell yeah. He definitely the damn adult in the situation. But
right,
this is how these fools move. And think about these people as teaching kids, teaching our kids, man. What are your thoughts on this story?
man. Some teachers get jobs, teaching jobs for benefits and decent pay, just like it was a McDonald's team crew leader. And then you get some good teachers that go in there because they love it. Not everybody loves their job, I guess. But I think he a punk by taking the path of least resistance and try tormenting women. Bring that same energy to somebody on the football team, somebody like that. You know.
Yeah, he went after a kid. He went after a little girl, and just because she caught your ass doing, you knew what you was doing, so you got caught. And you know what's funny about this? I got another. This ain't the only case of this. It's another
Mm.
case that happened at another school. It was a Missouri high school student suspended 3 days after recording teacher using racial slur in class. 15-year-old sophomore at Glendale High School in Springfield was suspended under a district policy that prohibits students from recording faculty members without their approval. So listen to that. So they got this kid on the loophole. So we have to enforce the law though. Now, she's not supposed to be recording. Well, shit, he ain't supposed to be saying the N word either, is he?
Yeah, got him.
But check this out. Check this story out. So a high school sophomore, Missouri was suspended. Now the kid was suspended 3 days after she recorded her teacher last week using the racial slur, saying the N word in class, prompting the teacher's lawyer and mother to demand the district apologize and expunge the suspension from her record. The student, Mary Walton, recorded the teacher whom the school district has not publicly identified using the N word twice in a video that lasts about 1 minute. In part of the video, another student objects to the teacher's use of the word and responds, "I'm not calling anyone." And he responds, "I'm not calling anyone a N word. I can say the word." The teacher is no longer employed with the school system. The student was suspended. under a policy that prohibits students from recording so they got to spank the student hand. They shouldn't have did that. They shouldn't even that rule shouldn't even been enforced due to the severity of the situation.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? That
Yep.
wasn't a kid trying to be funny or play a see that policy. Now I'm gonna tell you that policy and law. I guarantee that policy and law is in place to stop like prank stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like kids are known for pranking their teachers. Or putting them on social media, because everybody got Instagram now. Hey, y'all, look, this is
Mhm.
my teacher. I don't like her. That type of stuff. That's what that policy is for. You know what I'm saying? That policy ain't for that. Oh, if my teacher do something wrong, don't record it. So if the teacher was in there, if the teacher was in the bathroom raping the shit out of a student, oh, I can't record it because the policy says I can't do it, and I would get in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Like there's
Mhm.
certain severities where that policy you shouldn't even. You get what I'm saying? Like if a kid is seeing a crime being done, hell yeah, they need to. If they're a kid, they probably scared, so yeah, they need to record it. That's their weapon, like, well, shit, I can't stop him from, he's an adult, but I can record your ass and it gets us to the proper authorities. You know what I'm saying? But like, they had to slap the black student on the hand on the way out, even though they did something right. You still think about that. Even though the black kid did something right, they still punished like they did something wrong.
Yep. Collateral damage, I guess,
What's your
right?
thoughts on that?
Man.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
And it's not cool. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on this one. No, but
Hmm.
I bet that teacher, was already like on a six N-word stream to even get the phone brought up because it's already not a rule. So it ain't like the student got their phone gapped open. The teacher was on the highway and feeling himself, and then that's why the phone got
Right.
up. You know what I'm saying? And that right there in itself
Right.
should
Right.
waive the rule. Yeah.
I mean, to
I
me
mean,
systemic white supremacy
it's a
right there
logical
because like
response.
how me how, right if I see a crime being done and I record it. Okay, yeah, thank you. You stopped the crime, but hey, we got to put you in jail. You still broke a law there. Like, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Because if it was somebody who, once again, had blue eyes, blonde hair, and vanilla colored skin, that they would be
The
held up as a
alabaster.
hero. Like, oh my God, her bravery. Oh my God. Now think about. Let's switch it. Let's switch it. Let's say if it was a black teacher and they're saying cracker, 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 cracker. Now we know cracker ain't really that bad, word like that. But let's say just so it was a black teacher and then a black male teacher, and he said cracker. These crackers this. These crackers that. These honkies this. These honkies that. And it was a white student recording it. I guarantee that white student wouldn't be suspended for no motherfucking 3 days for pulling out that phone and recording that shit. I guarantee. And I apologize for cursing y'all, but I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That rule wouldn't even have came up. That shit would even have came up. That would even have came up. They would be like, oh my God, she's so brave for recording him. Saying these racist things towards white folks and blah blah blah. And oh my God, guess what? Taylor Swift's coming to the school now. She's gonna meet her. She's gonna play a concert. Um,
John Snyder them.
Travis Kelsey is gonna come to the football field. He's gonna give Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey gonna give the football team new football equipment. Travis gonna come to the middle field, do the Dougie.
TNT game.
You know what I'm saying? They would make a big spectacle of that shit. And oh my God! And guess who else is coming? Caitlin Clark's gonna come.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna shoot around with her girls basketball team.
It said shoot Instagram videos.
You know how they do, man. You know how they do, man. They make a big spectacle. Think about that. You know, and I know that's right. You know that's right. If that was your ass, look, nigga, hey, if that was you in class to my honky this, honky that, you know what, cracker this, cracker that. You know what, man, yeah, have you under the jail. They'd be like, no, immediately fired. Nope, nope. Then next Billy Joel about there doing a benefit concert. Do, 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 do. We gotta stop this racism, y'all. We gotta stop this racism, y'all. We gotta love one another.
Mm.
And then they be making it seem like you the problem. Like, damn, I guess we started it. I guess we started all the problems and shit.
I know,
But yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, man. Like you say, double standard, man. Double standard, like a mug, man. Let us know your thoughts on that one. But on that note, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna see y'all on the next round of the Weekend
Peace,
High
man. Hey,
podcast.
I ain't asked you in the beginning, but how's your mental health been holding up, buddy?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. It's summer basketball season, and it's almost time to start teaching Miles how to drive. So that's where I'm heading into.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Everything is good. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. We're gonna catch you again on the flip side. Definitely hit us up on the email, the weekend high podcast gmail.com, for any show ideas and so forth. And other than that, we're gonna be out of here, y'all. We're gonna catch you next time.
Peace, family.
Peace.